Okay, perfect. So once again, guys, welcome and thank you so much for showing up at this meeting here and discovering more about Healy and still have your interest and your hunger to learn more about this amazing product and about this amazing technology. I was so blessed last week. I probably had one of the most, probably the most profound learnings of my life and one of the most amazing weeks of my life. I went to the Dr. Joe Dispenza week-long advanced retreat, and maybe you can raise your hands if you know, type in the chat a one if you do know Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you don't know Dr. Joe Dispenza, please look this guy up. I have never experienced anything like it. So just for you to know, he's guiding you into meditation, and he's basically, I mean, almost like a human Healy, but from a different level, from a way different level. This guy is so unbelievable. He's 60 years old, and he was 7 days straight presenting for like 14 hours every day. I remember the second or third day it was, we went there at 4 a.m. in the morning. So that means he wakes up probably 2:30 a.m. in the morning, and then he's guiding a meditation for 4.5 hours straight. And we have this meditation, and it feels like maybe 45 minutes, and we come out and say, what just happened? And after this, he's presenting for another 12 hours, and he's doing this 7 days in a row. So it's unbelievable how much energy this guy has, and it's actually really enticing to see like how much energy you can get if you tap into the fifth dimension, if you tap into the information field and start decoding those frequencies and resources for you, which are so amazing. So basically he's teaching, and I thought really I understand Healy and the power of Healy and Time Waver and the power of Time Waver already, or I got a little bit of an idea about it. But right now I really started feeling super excited, because what we are doing is really looking into the quantum field, looking into the information field, and the answers of what's in there in the information field is getting projected on our screen. So I don't even know how I can best describe this to you without you thinking I'm lying to you. But we have seen people walking in there on crutches, rolling into this event in a wheelchair. And then we done something that we called coherence healing. And we were 2,500 people. And all of us, there were like 300 people. They had some problems. They were sick. They couldn't walk. They were paralyzed because of a spinal trauma, spinal cord injuries or whatever. And these people, they were laying in the middle, 300 of them. And the rest of us, we were standing around, and we built small tanks of 6 to 8 people, where we stepped into a heart-centered meditation and raised our frequency and our vibration and started healing these people with our energy. And before we did so, they went into the room and they went into a receiving meditation. So opening up their hearts, receiving and being able to receive. And we went outside. It was like over 2,000 people outside. And we went into this heart-centered meditation of knowing and understanding we're becoming a healer right now when we go. And we went into this room, and it was all through a guided meditation, massive room. And the energy was so incredible thick. You know, the moment we stepped into this room, you couldn't help but tears come down. Everybody was crying, because everybody was in their heart. And then we stand around these people where we were building these tanks, and started really like for another 45 minutes going into our heart, and you could feel the energy. Everything was vibrating, right? And then you turn around your hands and start really imagining how you send your love to these people who were laying on the floor. So it was one of the most beautiful ceremonies I have ever attended. And these people on the floor, really, they started like shaking. They started doing all kinds of stuff. Some of them, it felt like they're having seizures, but they went in this moment into a different realm, right? And in a different time and space where there is no time and space. And in this moment, they were able to upgrade their body, right? And I have seen people really after these meditations getting up and walking. And before, they couldn't barely walk. So I cannot, I mean, it sounds freaking crazy. If you have never experienced something like this, I would probably do the same and not believe this if I would not see it with my own eyes, but I have seen it. And more importantly, I have felt it. And I have understood that there is an information field where we can basically grab all what we need in there. And this is only possible if we can get into coherence with ourselves. And coherence means we become one line. Okay, we become one line, and with our heart, with our mind, with our body, everything becomes aligned. You can almost imagine it like a laser. Okay, when you're scanning a barcode, a laser is a coherent light, and only if it's coherent, it will be able to scan and decode a barcode. So if we become coherent ourselves, we will be able to decode beautiful frequencies that are out there in the information field. And with our intentions and with what we want, and especially with love, because everything in the information field is basically love. This is how the information field communicates. When you look at these resonance frequencies, they're becoming beautiful, awesome, amazing shapes. And these shapes are basically able to, we can basically decode with coherent frequencies what we are producing, or what we can get in ourselves easier into it by using the Healy. Right? So we will be able to decode those frequencies in the information field. And I have felt it, and I have practiced it now with the meditation. I'm continuously practicing this meditation. It's so amazing. And right now I'm starting to get behind of what is Healy actually able to do. And I believe, first of all, Healy for sure is the interface between the information field and us. You know, that means we can actually analyze the information field and get the information from the information field on our screen, right? If you're very aware, if you're totally connected, you can feel into your root chakra and understand why you're feeling not grounded right now. What are the issues and maybe the things that are attached right now to your life, that you understand what's going on, right? If you're really, really grounded, if you're really, really grounded, understanding and connected and aware, you can even tap into your heart chakra and understand like what's complete in your life, why you're whole right now, or maybe what is the lack in your life. But not everybody can do this. And Healy is basically the interface between the information field and gives you on the screen of your phone the answers, you know, especially when you scan the aura, especially when you look into the resonance analysis and analyze like where are the frequencies that are most relevant for you, or the things that you need right now the most. So, and understanding this is actually, it is so amazing to understand the potential of this product, that we have something that is able to tap in there and decode those frequencies for us. And even more so important is that is really bringing us in a harmonic state, that we become easier coherent with what we want and attract those things easier into our life. There was one example, and really, really interesting as well. So they studied women, I think 1,000 or maybe even 10,000. I can't remember the exact number. They studied them, and all of them, they had a uterus cancer. And all of these women, they had the same magnetic field. So they've been studying this magnetic field, and they could see the magnetic field was exactly the same. So there was something going on, obviously, in the area of the uterus, right? So they studied several different women as well, also completely healthy women. And some of them had exactly the same thing in the magnetic field, in the energy field, basically, as these women who had the disease. So interestingly enough, a few months after, these women, they got the uterus cancer as well. So that means the information was already in the energy field. That also proves that we are an energy field with the body, and later on these informations are manifesting into our three-dimensional reality, manifesting into our three-dimensional body. For some of you guys, and I don't know if you guys are new here already in the call, some of you, then I'm really apologizing for speaking so much advanced stuff, because Healy is unfortunately a very deep and amazing tool that you can go so deep if you want to. If you do not want to, you can also just run a program, enjoy it, have the right intention, and just enjoy the benefits. But if you want to go deep, you can go deep. And interestingly enough is when the Healy is scanning you, sometimes it shows you programs. I have experienced this many times, that it showed me like immune system or chill, you know, and it showed me that I'm having a cold or something. I should use the frequencies for having a cold. I think like, why would I do this? I'm feeling perfectly fine. Well, I didn't use it. 2 days later, I start having a running nose, right? So the information is already in the information field. And just thinking about how amazing is this technology, which is basically tapping into your energy field and can do these things, and really putting you into aligned states that you are able to be coherent and digest and decode all these amazing frequencies out there that are coherent. Because when we are not in coherence, this is when we are out of balance. This is when we are not harmonic right now. And this is when things are happening to us. When we are in harmony with ourselves, with our mind, body, and soul and nature, this is where we're not getting out of harmony. This is where nothing can get to us. And that's why it's so amazingly important also to use Healy, because you want to put yourself constantly into this harmonic state. Because seriously, Dr. Joe Dispenza, in my opinion, he is a mystic. I don't know how he's doing it, but there is only for a handful of people maybe the possibility to get there. I don't know. Probably, I wouldn't say that. Maybe it's possible for all of us. Maybe with technology that helps us. But in this life and time and where we are living and how we are living, it's very often possible to be put and shaken out of harmony, right? So if we have then a device that puts us back into the balanced state, back into harmony, in order for us to recharge, recover, and eventually, if you want to go deeper, tap into the quantum field, information field, decode those frequencies, what we want. And this is probably something what we have to do in an advanced training as well. I also realized one of the, almost as important, depending on how you want to see it, as running a program with the Healy is having the right intention while you're running the program with the Healy, because you really want to know where you want to go to. You really want to know what do you want out of this session, because it's like everything in life, right? Where do you want to get to when you do your business? How do you, what kind of relationship you want to live in? What kind of money goals you want to have? What is the, where, do you want a coffee? If you want a coffee, you go to the coffee machine. So if you want something, you want to have the intention to have that, and then you go there, right? The same thing with the Healy. Have your intention clear while you use the program, because then you will have even more amazing benefits. So I just wanted to share this a couple words, guys, for everybody who does Dr. Joe Dispenza, look into this work. For everybody who do know Dr. Joe Dispenza and have never been on a live event, I would suggest you go into the waiting list and get into these live events, no matter where they are. Just buy it and think about a way to get there later, but you have to go there. It's mind blowing. I'm still integrating of what has happened. I still can't believe of what I have seen. And I still can't believe how blessed we are that we have a technology that is really truly helping us to actually get closer to this reality and understand there is magic that we can create in our life. So with that further, no more.
I want to say something, Max. Okay, thank you so much. I'm so excited as I'm listening to you, and I definitely, this is one of my dream is to see Joe and to go through one of these sessions. But honestly, I can tell you for sure that not everybody is gonna have the money, the time, the resources to do that. And what excites me the most is that with the Healy, everybody can get the Healy. We have payment plans, we have resources, very affordable. But I think we should just get started, because we wanted, while we're listening to you, we want to just get started to explain to people in the simplest term the science behind the Healy, a science that exists 100 years ago. So I'm just going to get started with the presentation right away. In fact, I want you to start off for us by introducing our founders, because I think that is so important. Max, can you?
You want me to do the presentation?
On this part, on the founders.
Okay. So these are our two founders you can see here, guys. And I'm sure you probably know already. Marcus Schmieke, one of the most beautiful guys I've ever met, for sure. He doesn't live also in this world. He's somewhere flying above here, because I don't know where this is also interesting, right? Dr. Joe Dispenza, where is he getting the information from? The same time Marcus is getting the information from and puts it into a technology. So there's a consciousness these guys are tapping in. And Marcus, he's been, looking for his way for a long time. Obviously, he's been, since he's 20 or so, a monk in India for 12 years. Studied physics before. That was not enough. It was not the answers he were looking for. So we've been looking into spirituality. He came back and became now one of the most known quantum physics in the world. And today he's a book author. He's a philosophist, of course, and he's the inventor of Time Waver and Healy. By the way, Time Waver is the bigger device. So it's basically the father of Healy, and Time Waver is the big, device what doctors and therapists are using. Healy is the idea if people do not find frequency therapy in their area. Now you have basically frequency therapy on your body all the time, and you don't have a therapist with you, but you have an application and you run the program that you want to run right now in order to support, improve, or whatever. So this is Marcus, and his partner is Christian Halper. They have met, I think, 12, 13 years ago on an astrology course or something like that. And Christian Halper is really one of the most, is a very, very connected guy. He owns a vegan restaurant chain, a Michelin star vegan restaurant chain. In fact, he's investing in all the green energy products. He's a very, very wealthy man, and he's completely fascinated about the technology, about frequency and information field technology. So those are the two founders of Healy.
That's amazing, I think. And I like to share with you what impressed me the most is we have the best genius in the area of physics and with an ethical investor. But I think that just start by understanding the vision of Healy, which is beautiful. Our vision is to empower people to live a healthy, fulfilled, and conscious life, and to inspire our growing global community to make a continuous positive impact on humanity. And this touched me to the core because, as we all know, the world is changing. The world is going in a different place. And I think it takes all of us, every human being, to really raise the global consciousness to take us back into the right direction. And that's our vision. And our mission is that Healy World creates revolutionary products and opportunities to empower every member to thrive and live a life of freedom, passion, and joy. And that is why I'm so passionate about Healy. And a little background about the Healy is that, as Max just mentioned, that our parent company is Time Waver, a German company that has existed, been in business for over 15 years with this amazing technology. And we have an amazing advisory board with doctors and physicians, therapists that are just world-renowned. They're the legends in the industry.
Maybe let me add on this.
Yes, please.
The amazing thing is, first of all, the technology itself, right? What I said before is being able to tap into the information field. There is obviously a technology in there that is able to read what kind of frequencies you need right now the most. So these frequencies are in programs, and we're going to see these programs in a little bit. But so the quantum sensor or the causal mirror in here will detect what kind of frequency you need right now the most, and then it will select those frequencies out of programs. The second amazing thing about Healy is these programs have been written by therapists. So these therapists, for example, Dr. Karen McMacken, she is a phenomenal woman. We had another call, May and myself, a couple of weeks ago about this device, which is the Mac Healy. But she is an expert in recovery, in scars, in all kind of things what athletes have, when athletes get hurt or whatever. So she understood exactly what kind of frequency is necessary in order to do such and such. What kind of frequency is necessary in order to such and such. So there are different doctors, they know exactly the frequencies that we need in order to do a certain thing. For example, sleep. You have a program called Balanced Sleep. In this program is 400 different frequencies, and these coming from the medical advisory board, from people who work with clients and understand what kind of frequencies they apply to them that make them sleep better, longer, better deep sleep, more deep sleep, and so forth, relax them more. So now they put all these frequencies that are known to increase and improve your sleep into a program called Sleep or Balanced Sleep. And then when you start the Healy will now detect out of these maybe 400 frequencies in this one program, the frequencies that you need right now the most. So it's the combination of these two, why Healy is so strong. The knowledge of the frequencies that are being put into program. And the other thing is the frequencies that are being put out of the program and delivered to you, depending on what you need right now.
That is amazing. And we call it IMF, individualized microcurrent frequencies, which will go a little deeper into the science to break it down. Just to give you a little background information, we have been around for a few years, and we are shipping the Healy in over 50 countries, over 20 million applications. In fact, there are over 3,000, my understanding, over 3,000 professional users. And the countries that we're opening up is Korea is opening up, Mexico is opening up, Canada just launched, and we're just so excited and to bring this amazing device to the people all over the world, right? And one of the things is that our device truly meets the highest standards in the industry, and we have a patented technology that that uses the smartphone, right, the apps, and it's a high level secure communication technology between the smartphone and the Healy. So it's there's none out there. There's none out there, and with this tiny little device, I can have my frequency therapy while I'm driving, while I'm like, shopping or sleeping, whatever. I can take it to wherever I want. It's truly, truly phenomenal. So it's a revolutionary product. And you can see that here's a picture of our headquarters in Germany. And but a quick disclaimer, and this is very important, right? It's the same device that we ship to worldwide, but every single country has different medical regulations. So it's very important that to understand that our device is not here to cure anybody, to treat anybody. If you're sick, go see a doctor, right? All it does is, this is a natural science that bring our body back into bioenergetic balance, which will go into the science of it. So please be careful and not to make any claims with this product. And you can see that we do have applications, and for different country, there's different certificates. So in the US, this is a FDA cleared device, and in Germany, this is a medical device, very effective for certain pain relief, etc. Right? And so one of the application is managing pain, and we have using the science of the microcurrent that stimulate the cellular. There's a cell membrane around our cells. Our whole body is made out of cells, right? And this is the slide. I was looking for it, but let's just break it down into what our body is consist of. I think that's the easiest way to understand how energies work, right? We all know that our bodies consist of tissues and organs. If you break it down to the next level, it's cells, right? Everything is cells. From hair is a cell, your bones, your skin. If you break it down to the next level, are molecules. And then break it down again is atoms, and then subatomic particles. And if you break it down again, guess what? It's just energy, frequencies, and vibrations. And that's it. And that's how we're connected to what we call the information field that Max is saying. And by harmonizing our body, our vibrations with the information field around it, we can restore our well-being. And that's basically the science, peel it off to the smallest level, right? And a little bit a science behind the microcurrent application, which is backed by clinical study, and the study have shown that using microcurrent application with the modulated frequencies with our product, we can increase amino acid transport, which is the building blocks for protein synthesis, right? And the microcurrent can also increase protein synthesis for up to 70%, right? It means that, this is so critical, that the proteins is so critical in storing creating our cells, and also has to do with our DNA, and that taps into the latest technology. But the part that you all have to understand is ATP. It increases ATP production up to 500%. You might think, what is ATP? It's very simple, right? ATP to our body is like gasoline to a car. The car will run with you, give you energy. If you pump in the gas, and which gives it energy, it will go. Our body needs the energy, which is ATP. And that is simple as that, right? And the ATP is produced in the cell by our mitochondria. And it's very, very, very fascinating, right? And sometimes you might feel like you're sluggish and don't have energy. And frequency therapy can tap right into this realm to boost the ATP production for up to 500%. So it's really, really, really fascinating. And if you look at our technology, right, there's two major applications. We talk about at a cellular level, that you can use microcurrent application. You can hook yourself up with the wire, and then you can feel the tingling on your body. And the microcurrent is individualized microcurrent because we have a quantum sensor inside the Healy that can detect your vibrations and then give you the frequency you need to bring your body back into bioenergetic balance, right? So it's individualized microcurrent frequency. So I can use the same program to detox my body, Max can use the same program, but because we are very different, we're vibrating, our cells are vibrating in different frequencies, we actually get different frequencies to support that. And the intelligence of the device can do that automatically. It's just fascinating. And that's at a cellular level, right? But then there's also another level. It's called the bioenergetic field, or the information field, right? And it's just simply the flow of life energy connecting body, mind, spirit, and soul. And it's also traditionally known as qi in China, or prana in India. In scientific terms, is just an information flow on the quantum field. And this bioenergetic information field, it's quantum. It connects us globally. It connects us in the universe. It's timeless. It's spaceless. And so Max just talked about coherence. Max, you want to just talk a little bit about how important what coherence means, and how our body bring into alignment, and where everything is connected as possible? Do you want to say a few things on coherence?
Sure. Yeah, coherence is basically, I think, an easy word to explain it is alignment, to be aligned with yourself, to be in harmony. And oftentimes when we get out of harmony, this is when the things are happening. So the idea is really to get into coherence again with coherent frequencies. And oftentimes how it's working, there are we are sending frequencies all the time, right? So you can either cancel out a frequency that is not harmonic with a harmonic frequency. So let's say Healy is sending us a frequency that is harmonic and we are unharmonic. That means it becomes a straight line, so that the frequency is basically canceled out. If we already have a harmonic frequency and Healy is sending us another harmonic frequency, but the same one, it becomes a very constructive frequency. That means it even becomes bigger and it's even more coherent. So to tap into coherence is basically what we try to do. And this is what we should do. And this is basically what I really learned now also through Dr. Joe Dispenza, because when we are in coherence, things are just happening. Okay. There's basically, we are regulating ourselves. We are regulating our environment. Everything is happening internally. So we want to start become coherent as much as we possibly can. And Healy is giving us coherence or helping us to step into coherence, right? Because it's sending us the right frequencies that is able for us to harmonize it. And how does Healy know it's harmonizing us with the right frequencies? Because it's analyzing what kind of frequencies we are on right now. So it's sending us exactly the frequencies that we need right now, basically the most.
And thank you. And the way I like to do is I like to keep things simple. There's two things, well, actually 3 words you need to know. Coherence we just talked about, right? Number 2 is intention. That is so important. Intention is so important. Is what we want for ourselves, that you feel you're happy, you're healthy, you're wealthy, whatever it is, right? Your intention, right? Once you have your intention, you're clear about your intention, you bring your intention in alignment through coherence, and our technology can bring our bioenergetic field back into alignment, and so that with the frequency, it's simple as that, right? And if you just look at what a famous saying by Nikola Tesla, right? If you want to find the secrets of the universe, right, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And it's simple as that. And the way I always explain is like having the Healy is like, you don't need to be a guru like Joe Dispenza or one of my a famous a trainer, a motivational speaker called Tony Robbins or something. Having the Healy is kind of like having Joe Dispenza at your fingertip, right? All you do is to manifest your intention, and then the Healy can basically amplify that with the right frequencies, 1,000 times. You don't even have to understand the Healy. Honestly, if you can use a cell phone, if you can press a button, you can do that. That's what fascinates me, because this is truly available to anyone who wants this. And so, as you can see in this picture, the Healy is a tiny little device, right? Tiny little device, a little box. You can clip it on your collar, and then that's it. And once you turn it on, it has a quantum sensor that analyzes, right, the frequency in the information field that you need right now, and then it identified the imbalances, right? And then it will the AI, the technology will basically determine what you need, and then bring and deliver the right frequency to bring you back into coherence, into bioenergetic balance. It is as simple as that. And so this is a quick chart. All you have to know about this chart is that we have a lot of users worldwide, and 94% of our users says that they will recommend the Healy to their friends and family, which is phenomenal. And what it is that means they have great experience. They know this can help their friends and family. They will recommend to people. And in fact, around 70% of the user, after only using 6 times, they feel the difference already. And some people may take longer because your body is different, right? Some people may take more longer than 6 times, but 70% actually experience benefits after 6 times.
And some people experience the benefits already after the first time.
I know, after 5-10 minutes, seriously. In fact, one of my favorite programs is the allergy program. This is the truth, right? I have horrible allergy, right? And whenever I have that, and I'll be like starting coughing and sniffing, and people think that I have, you know what, like the big thing over there with the C. And literally, I find my Healy and I just start my allergy program. Within 5 minutes, my throat, the itchiness is gone. I stop coughing, and it's my favorite program. But anyway, get back to the presentation, right? And with this little device, is so fun. Through the device, we can tap into, in fact, over 10 million frequencies. That is mind-boggling, right? And you might think, what can these frequencies help me to achieve? So much, right? Just to name a few, we talked about at a physical level, but true health is really holistic health. I always explain to people, you cannot be healthy just focusing on your pain or your body physical level of health, right? It tap into a total holistic health in your mind, your body, your spirit, your mental health, your emotional health. You really have to take care of everything that's causing the imbalance, your emotional well-being. And in Chinese medicine, there's the meridian, which is the qi that's flowing through our meridian systems. And there's also the chakra system, tapping into the different energy chakra, and through an aura analysis. And learning is huge, right? A lot of people are having issues with dementia, kids with ADHD, just learning issues, concentration issues, memory issues. We have programs for that, right? Beauty, oh my God, the beauty industry, you can see ladies can spend a lot of money for a serum, whatever that can look better, right? We have programs that can enhance, optimize your hair, your nails, your face. It's crazy. Skin, right? Fitness is another huge area. We know that 70% of Americans are overweight, 30% are obese, right? And I don't know how you cut it. When you're overweight, it's gonna affect your health, right? It's gonna affect your heart, right? For free, through our fitness program, you can build. It will help you to build better muscles, manage your weight, increase your strength and stamina, and wealth. Oh my God, wealth is so important. Honestly, right? Without wealth, you cannot pay your bills. It's so important that everything is connected, right? And sometimes you might wonder, why are some people are doing really well, everything they touch it turns gold, and why do they see opportunity? There's no difference. We're all human beings, right? Once you have the right frequencies, the right intention, you can attract abundance, and our frequencies program can truly help you, so that when you are in And when you get out there, you can recognize these opportunities and you will see that you'll do better, right? You do better at your job, you do better with your business. Things will just happen. I hear so many testimonials on that. It's amazing. And you have better connections, better relationships. I can attest to that. Better relationship with your family, your personal relationship, your social relationship, and then you feel happier. I can go on and on and on. And I think this is the best place to hear some testimonials from a beautiful Healy community. I like to bring a few people up. The first person is Debbie. I think Debbie has a quick testimonial to share with us. And then we have a couple more.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I just want to share some of my experience. Like last week, actually I got my back pain for like few years at the left side, and whenever I'm stand up, I feel so tiring, and then I need to lay down. It lasts for like few years. I feel so bad because I really want to work sometime to do something, and I feel tired all the time. And I got the pain at the back all the time. And so I recently tried Healy with the pain program, you know, the orange pain program. I use the, how does it call, the line to stick at the back. But it doesn't really,
The wires, right?
yeah, the wires, it doesn't really work with that one. And then I try and then suddenly I just think that maybe that is something to do with the nerves. So I tried the one with the nerves, this one.
Yeah, then there's a program for the nerves, right? So
Yeah,
how did you feel after you tried a program to optimize the frequencies? Yes.
but yeah,
Yes.
but it's in China.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
and yeah, I use maybe like 3 days, and then from 10 o'clock on the morning to 6 o'clock, I just non-stop running for the power 45, because I want the battery last longer. So I run 45, and then like after like 3 days, I feel like a normal person. It doesn't hurt anymore.
That's
It's really,
amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Debbie. We also have Lisa. Lisa, do you have a testimonials to share with us?
Thank you, Debbie. Awesome.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Lisa? Oh, Izzy?
There. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that. I'm not going to turn my video on.
That's okay.
And I have so many testimonials, but the main one, I guess the most recent, is I was in a car accident a week ago today, and my eyebrow hit the steering wheel, and I was hit hard enough that it bent the frame of a heavy duty truck on my truck. I was rear-ended. So my eye, I mean, it should have been painful. And that's why I'm not on video right now, because I'm still sporting a lovely black, almost the entire left side of my face is now black and purple. But I started running the Healy. I was scanning and running every program that came up for it, and it has not hurt at all, unless except when I touch it or push on it. But there should have been a lot of pain. I had a concussion. And in my opinion, the bruising has gone down substantially. I've been taking, and at some point I'll post this in the Facebook group,
Yes.
but I've been taking photos every single day of the progress, because of course the damage, the concussion was at the top of my head, and now everything is coming downward. But for me, the fact that there's been no pain And I think it usually takes 2 or 3 weeks or several weeks before something like that is going to go away. And today I can already see a huge difference.
Super.
So,
That's amazing.
and that's
Lisa,
running, circulation, some of the
wow.
pain programs. The head program for the concussion. And so I did the analyze, and then I also used the Heal Advisor search app, and ran the different programs that came up in there. So I'm so happy I have my Healy. Actually, I have 3 now,
Amazing.
because that's how happy I am to have them.
Thank you, Lisa, and so happy that nothing worse was happening to you during the accident. But yeah,
Me too, thanks.
Yeah, and thanks so much for sharing. I mean, obviously, for exactly these reasons, Healy is so amazing, and for the pain, it's a medical device in Germany, obviously. That's fantastic. And for everybody who doesn't know what she was talking about when she did run the analyze, so this is, again, you can scan yourself and understand like what kind of programs from the Healy app is now most relevant for you. And for Lisa, probably something like HEAD came out, I guess, in circulation. So you were using those programs, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yes, and then
Yes.
another thing is she also was asking the Heal Advisor search. So there's another application also where you can basically type in anything, and the Healy and this app will tell you and recommend you programs you can use. So also this one was Lisa doing. So thank you so much for sharing, Lisa. That's awesome. Happy to hear you.
Oh, can I add the other 2 programs really quick that came up in the Analyze app? Were supplemental skin local, and the skin program, shoot, now I can't think of it. Skin elasticity, because my face is swollen so much, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like I'm 90 when this swelling goes down. So I've been running the skin elasticity too, which came up. So, okay, thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And we have one more testimonials from Sherman. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I can.
Hi.
Okay. I would have shared already that, or sometime before, the amazing way in which the release program worked. I was in a session and they were sharing how we can use the release. So I have this relative who was absent from contact with us. She's in London, behind the Caribbean. And it was just going on and creating much concern. And I decided to use the Healy release and pray and ask that she be released. Whatever is preventing her from being in touch with us, that her be released. And in a mere hour or so, she was on the line in connection with me and is still in connection. And this happened around March this year. And up to over the weekend, she was in connection. I'm not compelling her now. She's making contact. So whatever it was, it just released that and brought her back into a relationship. I also use it if I feel like my throat is coming on with anything that may work out to a flu. I use the tonsils, and in a snap, it is cleared up.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for these great testimonials. We can go on and on and on. And we do have a testimonial group that you can actually reach out to your friend, and we can hook you up and you get a free scan and just discover the science. But I want to continue the presentation to share a little bit more about.
I also want to just quickly interrupt here, guys.
Yes.
What was just happening is really beautiful, and this is basically why Healy is now in over, I think, 400-something-thousand plus households, is because of you guys sharing your experiences, right? And by sharing this, because again, it's a very new technology. Okay, it's something that is really not explainable in a normal fashion. It's very different, as you understand now. There's an information field, we're tapping into this, so it's a very different thing of what we ever experienced before. So we rely on experiences. Okay, we rely on people's testimonials in order to share this to more people and give this other people the same benefits as you experience. So please, when you have a Healy or when you get your Healy and you discover these amazing things for yourself, go out and talk and share it to more people, you know, and spread it around the world, because it's really creating so much amazing benefits and beauty in this world that we do not want to miss on this one. And maybe I just want to also go back to the last slide that was before, when you saw all these categories, okay, what May was talking about exactly. Basically, this is just a small fraction of, you can call it industries, you can call it areas of life. It doesn't matter, because we need to understand everything is energy and frequencies are everywhere. And it doesn't matter if you want to have some benefits and support physical, mental, emotionally. It doesn't matter in what area in life there is energy. Everything is energy. And the most amazing thing about this product, it's tapping into energy. It's tapping into the most fundamental form of life, which is every area of life. When you go to the next slide, I can also cover this.
Yes, please.
So this is a category creator. What does it mean? It's something that has never been there. Okay, it's a new category. We have a frequency device, okay, with programs, which is, for example, digital nutrition. Have you heard ever? You heard digital and you heard nutrition, but you never heard it together. Okay, digital nutrition. It's a new category of things. So we pioneering something so amazing, and we are now 3.5 years into this journey. 400,000 plus households later. You know, it's tens of thousands of lives have been impacted. Thousands of people have become aware about what's going on. You know, there are still people using this device and just like loving the benefits, but other people going really deep into this. So this is something we're creating, something so beautiful and so powerful that we can't even put a real name on it yet, because we do not exactly know what it is, right? It's a unique product, that's for sure. There is no competition, guys. And also the uniqueness of this product is also, what is our target group? What is our target group? You know, it's like, is it a challenge or is it a huge blessing? Because you actually can define your target group. We have people who love working with animals. So now animals and animal owners are your target. Some people love working with children. Children's are your target. Some people are in the sports industry. Okay, recovery, stamina, performance. This is your target, right? Some people are in the beauty industry. It's a whole industry. I think it's a $1.7 trillion US industry. Don't nail me down on this one, but this is a huge industry. So you want to go for beauty, go for the anti-aging frequencies, go for the skin elasticity. You can go in any market you would like to go. Obviously, it's a trend. Holistic health, guys. Who doesn't want to live longer, better, stronger, faster, more beautiful? Who doesn't want to regenerate their lives, you know, and have a better life? Everybody wants that. So it's this trend, and it's a trend that is not just one trend and it goes away. Then everybody wants that, and everybody will keep on chasing this trend. Okay, it's never going to go away. We're disrupting several markets. Obviously, we're disrupting the beauty market, we're disrupting the sports market, we're disrupting the fitness. It doesn't matter. We disrupt every market. In beauty, I say we have a frequency program for anti-aging, for nicer skin. There's hundreds, if not thousands of creams out there. If you have the best cream in the world, you're competing with thousands or millions of other creams, right? We can have add-on as a frequency to no matter what cream you're using. And the thing about this frequency is, it's not a cream that's empty and you throw the plastic away. It's a frequency you can play over and over and over again. So we're disrupting several markets, but we're also defining new markets, right? So it's significant future R&D. I don't know. Since the phone is obviously an important, unthinkable thing to think out of our life again. But I believe a little device which is there for holistically support us no matter where we are, and no matter in what area in our life, it's as important as a phone. Okay, so what we're discovering here is a complete new industry, and maybe one of the biggest what we can see. Who knows where we're going with this? But I understand 3 years ago when we started with this one, if I thought like where are we going to be in 3 years, and understand now we have 400,000 families later, I would never thought we can get there. It was a beautiful romantic boutique idea from a monk who happens to be one of the most intelligent people probably on the planet, who is a quantum physics, comes out with this device, and whoever was there for the first 1.5, 2 years, even 2.5 years, the demand was so high, the company couldn't supply. And that's what's happening. And this is what's happening over and over again. Now we have iPhone 1. 15 years later, we have iPhone 13. Now we have Healy 1. Where are we going to be in 10 years? Where are we going to be in 5 years, 15 years? I don't know. But whatever we think, we might think way, way, way too small. And obviously, last point here, founded by two conscious investors, visionaries, sorry, one conscious investor and one visionary, one monk. And this is really beautiful because follow the money and you kind of see where the intention is coming from. And if you have a vegan conscious billionaire who went goodbye from the not from the pharmaceutical, from the financial industry where he made a lot of money and now investing in green, sustainable, frequency, holistic kind of projects, and the other guy is a monk who is a quantum physics, you kind of get the idea of where's the heart of this whole company. So these are amazing facts, I believe.
I just want to add a couple of things. It's so beautiful. And what I like about this is, guys, listen, we talked about coherence, right? This is so unique. Once you discover your own purpose, your purpose in this life, and bring your own into alignment, and you decide what you want to do, the Healy can manifest that. That's so beautiful. You can create any category. It will align and support whatever you want to achieve, right? And I want to just share a little bit about the cell phone. It's exactly the same thing. I remember studying Bluetooth technology when I was doing my MBA back in 2000, right? And at that time, nobody understand the possibility of a cell phone. Social media didn't exist, right? They think about it now. Fast forward like almost 20 years later, what we can do with a cell phone that people cannot even tap into. So if you look at the Healy, it's exactly the same way, right? And you hear what Max shared at the beginning of this presentation about just Joe Dispenza, right? The sky is the limit. Through frequency, which is the secrets of the universe, you can create anything. You can incorporate this into anything you want to deliver and to achieve your life's purpose. So exciting. But moving forward, and you might ask, like, how much is this device, and is this going to be so much? Like, I can tell you, this thing is priceless, right? But we're so lucky, right? Because through our parent company, Time Waver, which is they have sophisticated therapist grade device. Their device costs like, what is it? The last I heard was like $60,000 in device. Our devices are so affordable. I truly believe that there's a device for every single person. And so, as you can see in this chart, you can get with your friend and to discover your needs. It starts as little as $500. It's incredible. All these programs for each of the devices come with these lifetime access to a program. You can use it whenever you want for lifetime, which is phenomenal. And we talk about the resonance program, which is that we call it the Blue app. So you can actually analyze your bioenergetic field, and then it will tell you where you have imbalances, and then recommend programs to bring your body back into balances. So with our resonance model, which is the most popular model that can do that. And then we have other programs like Max says, with a professional model, which is truly amazing, with 229 programs, 6 modules, can tap into give you access to 70 digital nutritional mixtures. There's a phenomenal program group called Bioenergetic Vitalization, which is the stem cell frequencies. My favorite. One of my friends actually paid $5,000 for one injection of stem cell. If you just Google stem cell, you know that the magic with stem cell. And with this professional additions, you have access to the stem cell frequencies. So there's just so much more. There's a model for everybody, and the best way is to get one, try it. Our products are phenomenal. They're all backed by 14 days, 100% money back guarantee. And I said that, people feel the difference after trying it for a few times. And so it's customizable because different people have different needs, and you can add additional program. You can start at any Healy you want, so you can customize to your needs and get the program you want. You can try out different program through subscriptions as well if you don't get the highest model. So it's really, really, really great. Now you might think that how if there's a opportunity while we talk about sharing, right? Sharing is truly caring, because once I start using my device, I just could not stop sharing with people, right? And so we have an amazing compensation plan that truly rewards you in terms of core bonuses when you share a device, because we do count on our people to share, and then also to support their friends and family and use and teaching them how to use the device, which is very, very simple with the apps. And then we also, if you want to build a team, we have team bonuses. And if you want to become a global leaders, we are expanding. We are currently in over 50 countries and expanding and more. And you can truly and bring this into any place around the world. So we have an amazing compensation plan for that. And that's it for the presentation today. And so if any of the stuff that we share with you today that intrigue you, please reach out to your friend and just ask them for a frequency scan and to discover your imbalances and start experiencing the Healy. So thank you very much for joining us today. And
yep. Lastly, I want to say, please get back to the person who invited you here, okay? Because as May said, it's a sharing and caring model, so it will be shared from that person. And also let yourself be educated about this promotion. It's ongoing this month, okay? So you ask also the person who invited you, what is the promotion? Because there's an amazing promotion running this month. So please ask for this promotion as well.
Thank you so much, and hope you enjoyed this presentation. And that's it. Have a nice